One rapper checked the goon for disrespecting a woman in front of him, and 21 Savage almost beat up a crazy goon for being too serious during a basketball game. These are just some of the moments when rappers had to put someone in their place, and that's exactly what you're going to see today. So, let's dive into these epic times when rappers had to check some stupid goons in the best way possible. And it's a lesson for all of us. Don't mess with anyone if you don't want to be checked. Number 1. Young Buck. Let's start with Young Buck. He and 50 Cent have had an ongoing feud for years, dating back to when they were both part of G-Unit. Things got real in late 2022 when a 50 Cent fan tried to press Buck while he was out shopping. This fan didn't just want a quick photo, he tried to act tough, asking Buck what was up with his issues with 50, but Buck wasn't having it. He firmly told the guy to turn off his camera, making it clear that he wasn't here for any nonsense. When the fan continued to escalate, suggesting they should scrap right there, Buck warned him that he had something in his car. The fan also replied that he had something in his car as well, but finally walked away when he realized Buck was serious. The encounter left fans with a cool reminder. Buck's patience has its limits, and disrespect won't go unanswered. So, what have we learned from this? Well, don't provoke someone if you're not ready for the smoke that comes with it. Number 2. 50 Cent. But Buck isn't the only rapper who had to put a goon in their place. 50 Cent himself had a similar encounter. One day, while out on a date with Nicki Nicole, 50 was approached by an aspiring rapper who was upset that 50 wouldn't listen to his music. The two squared up, and the rapper asked if 50 was going to hit him. The man kept acting entitled, demanding that 50 at least check out his Instagram. When 50 declined, the rapper accused him of being stupid. The situation escalated, but 50 Cent remained calm. The aspiring rapper's friend tried to explain that he just wanted 50 to see his Instagram. 50 put the guy in his place, telling him that acting like this wouldn't get him anywhere in the industry. Thankfully, 50 handled the situation without it turning physical. And again, the lesson here is that respect goes a long way. You can't force someone to do what you want them to do. It will only make you look like a stupid goon in the end. Number 3. Playboy Carti. In February 2021, Playboy Carti was confronted by a goon who started calling him names and trying to press him. Carti asked the guy why he was pulling out his phone, sensing that the man was trying to provoke him. The goon accused Carti of reaching for a weapon, but Carti remained unfazed, clapping back to show he wasn't intimidated. The man then threatened to smoke Carti, but Carti told him to go ahead and do it. As Carti tried to leave, the goon continued to provoke him, asking what his hands were like. That's when Carti threw a punch to show exactly how his hands worked. After the video went viral, Carti addressed it on Twitter, saying he knocked bro out because he was acting too crazy. It seems the guy was just looking for clout, not expecting Carti to stand up for himself. So what's the takeaway from this story? It's simple. If you can't handle the consequences, then it is always best not to start a confrontation. Number 4. Yella Beezy. Yella Beezy was just leaving the gym when he was confronted by a man who wanted to test him. The guy pulled up and started challenging Beezy to a fight, repeatedly saying, "Come box me real quick." Beezy remained calm and told the man that if he really wanted to fight, he should come over to his truck. Beezy made it clear that he wasn't going to start anything but would defend himself if necessary. The man hesitated, accusing Beezy of having a gun in his pocket. Beezy walked up to him, urging him to swing first, but the guy kept backing up, making excuses. It became obvious that he wasn't serious and was just trying to provoke Beezy for attention. After the encounter, the man posted a video claiming that Beezy didn't want to fight because he didn't want to lose to a white boy. Beezy responded by pointing out that the man conveniently left out the part where Beezy swung at him. The whole situation showed that Beezy isn't one to be messed with and that some people will do anything for clout. The lesson here? Don't start something you can't finish. Number 5. 21. Savage. 21. Savage was taking part in a celebrity basketball game against Roddy Ricch's team when things got a little too heated. Everything was going smoothly until one of Savage's teammates got fouled. While they were preparing for free throws, 21 started some friendly trash talk with a player from the other team. But the other guy took it seriously and tried to act tough. Sensing the shift in energy, 21 Savage asked, "Why you trying to get gangsta?" Making it clear he wasn't joking anymore. The other player realized that Savage wasn't playing around and quickly backed off. The incident ended without further escalation, but it served as a reminder that even in a friendly game, some people take things too far. 21. Savage showed that he's not someone to be trifled with, whether on the court or off. The takeaway: know when to keep it friendly and when to back down. Number 6. Lil Baby. In 2018, Lil Baby was in East Atlanta filming a music video for his song 21 when he was confronted by locals. A group of guys approached him, asking where his permission slip was to be filming in their neighborhood. Lil Baby stood his ground, telling them he didn't need anyone's permission to be there. The men tried to press him, but Lil Baby made it clear that respect goes both ways. He said, "If you wanted to come politic, you could have come and politicked." Despite being outnumbered, he remained composed and didn't back down. Eventually, the situation calmed down, and Lil Baby continued filming. Later, he mentioned that he was prepared to defend himself if things had escalated. This incident showed that Lil Baby isn't intimidated by numbers and that he expects respect wherever he goes. The lesson? Confidence and composure can diffuse a tense situation. Number 7. Lil Baby. Lil Baby had his own run-in while in St. Louis. As he was getting ready for his show, lacing up his shoes, a group of locals approached him, talking aggressively. They were upset that he was in their neighborhood without checking in. Lil Baby responded calmly, asking them what they were talking about and making it clear that he didn't owe anyone an explanation for his presence. He stood his ground, stating that he's grown and doesn't need to report his movements to anyone. The situation didn't escalate further, and Lil Baby went on with his show. This encounter demonstrated his maturity and ability to handle confrontations without letting them spiral out of control. The takeaway? Stand firm, but keep it cool. Number 8. Boozy Badz. Boozy Badz isn't one to tolerate disrespect, especially towards women. In mid-2022, he was at what appeared to be a hotel when he noticed a man talking aggressively to a woman over a service mistake. Boozy stepped in, telling the man, "You ain't gonna talk to her like that. You talk to me like that." He pointed out that the woman had already apologized and that the man was out of line. Boozy made it clear that he wasn't going to let someone disrespect a lady in front of him. Later, he tweeted about the incident, explaining that the man's behavior had pissed him off and he had to check him. Boozy's actions showed his willingness to stand up for others and that he values respect above all. The lesson here? Stand up against disrespect when you see it. Number 9. FBG Buddha. In Chicago, FBG Buddha was at a club when a goon tried to pick on him, perhaps thinking he was an easy target due to online trolling from his rivals. The guy approached Buddha, telling him to stop over-whooping, and got in his face with a camera. He tried to belittle Buddha by saying the money he was flexing wasn't real money. Buddha warned him to back off, but when the man persisted, he decided to take action. He smacked the guy, making it clear he wasn't going to tolerate the disrespect. After getting hit, the goon's whole demeanor changed, and he didn't retaliate. A few days later, he posted a video claiming he wanted to run a fade with Buddha, but the incident had already shown that he wasn't ready for a real confrontation. The takeaway? Don't underestimate someone based on internet rumors. Number 10. NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy has had his fair share of confrontations. One time, while he was out and about, a goon ran up to him, calling him names and trying to provoke him. Youngboy didn't say anything. He just looked the guy up and down, sizing him up. The man mentioned he had a weapon, but Youngboy remained unfazed, smirking at him. In another incident in Los Angeles, Youngboy was confronted by someone repping a local gang. The two exchanged words, with Youngboy's partner holding him back. He was ready to throw hands, but the other guy seemed more interested in putting on a show than actually fighting. Youngboy's calm yet assertive demeanor showed that he's not one to back down, but also not one to be easily provoked. The lesson? Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Number 11. Chingy. Chingy had an unexpected encounter when he was in an elevator, and a fan recognized him. The fan started recording and got uncomfortably close, putting his arm around Chingy and loudly singing his hit song, Right There. Chingy asked the guy to back off, saying, "Get off me like that." This upset the fan, who told Chingy not to touch him. The situation escalated, and they almost got into a fight before the video cut off. It was later revealed that the fan was Queen's Flip, known for pranking artists. Chingy didn't realize it was a prank and reacted naturally to someone invading his personal space. The incident highlighted the importance of respecting people's boundaries, even if you're a fan. The takeaway? Fan or not, personal space matters. Number 12. T.I. T.I. experienced a similar situation at a gas station. A fan approached him for a photo, and T.I. graciously obliged. However, the fan kept taking multiple pictures, even after T.I. asked him to chill. When T.I. told the guy he'd taken enough photos, the fan got upset, asking why T.I. was getting gangster. T.I. calmly explained that he wasn't trying to be a gangster, but was simply telling the truth, that the fan was overstepping. The fan continued to argue, but T.I. stood his ground, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect. The incident showed that even celebrities have limits and that fans should respect their time and space. The lesson? Don't overstay your welcome, even when meeting your idols. Number 13. Freddy Gibbs. Freddy Gibbs was at a gas station when a man approached him and used a racial slur. Gibbs asked the guy to repeat himself, and when he did, Gibbs reacted by smacking him and telling him to leave. The incident was captured on video and showed Gibbs standing up against blatant racism. He wasn't about to let someone disrespect him in such a vile way. The man's boldness quickly faded after Gibbs confronted him. This encounter highlighted the importance of not tolerating hate speech and standing up for oneself. The takeaway? Zero tolerance for racism. Number 14. Sauce Walka. Sauce Walka ran into one of the Island Boys at Johnny Dang's jewelry store. The Island Boy started boasting, claiming he was more famous and more known than Sauce Walka. Unimpressed, Sauce checked him immediately, telling him, "You're not more known than me." He pointed out that he's a real artist with real accomplishments, not just an internet sensation. The Island Boy tried to argue, but Sauce wasn't having it. He made it clear that he wasn't someone to play with, and that the Island Boy needed to check himself. The Island Boy eventually quieted down, realizing he was out of his depth. The incident showed that real recognition comes from genuine work, not just viral moments. The lesson? Know your place before trying to challenge someone else's. Number 15. TJX6. TJX6 became popular in 2019 for his song Dark Web, where he rapped about scamming and fraud. This notoriety attracted a lot of attention, not all of it good. While shopping with his son, a fan approached him, asking for a picture and tips on scamming. Initially, TJ tried to ignore the guy, but the fan kept pushing, even implying that TJ was lacking in public. The fan then asked TJ to airdrop him some methods, which was both annoying and disrespectful. Fed up, TJ told the guy to stop walking up on him, and when he didn't, TJ smacked him. The fan walked away, embarrassed and not expecting that reaction. The incident showed that TJ values his privacy and won't tolerate disrespect, especially when he's with his family. The takeaway? Respect people's boundaries, or you might get checked. Just like any normal person, rappers are also humans. They get angry, annoyed, emotional, and sometimes they just need their space. The next time you see any popular artist on the streets, respect them and you won't get into any trouble. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content like this. Until next time, stay and keep on respecting others.